Welcome to our lesson on Pythagoras' theorem for secondary 2 students. Today we'll explore this fundamental mathematical concept, proof, and examples. There are different types of triangles. Let's look at 3 of them. We have an equilateral triangle where all angles are 60 degrees, a right triangle with one 90-degree angle, and an obtuse triangle with one angle greater than 90 degrees. The Pythagorean theorem applies only to right triangles with a 90-degree angle. Let's focus on this special triangle. Here's our right triangle ABC. The sides are labeled A, B, and C. Sides A and B are called the legs of the triangle. They form the right angle. Side C is called the hypotenuse. It's the longest side, opposite to the right angle. The Pythagorean theorem states a squared plus b squared equals c squared. How can we prove this? Let's use a visual method with squares. Let's start with our right triangle and label its sides A, B, and C. Now we draw squares on each leg of the triangle. The square on side A has area A squared. The square on side B has area B squared. Let's label these areas as a squared and B squared. Now we'll create another copy of our triangle to help with the proof. Watch as we move these squares to form a larger square. This shows us how the areas relate to each other. We fill in the gap to complete our arrangement. Now we rotate the triangles to show that this arrangement forms a perfect square. This square has area c squared, the area of the square on the hypotenuse. This visual proof shows us that the area of square A plus the area of square B equals the area of square C. This proves the Pythagorean theorem. Here are 2 different right triangles. Can you spot the hypotenuse in each one? Remember, it's the longest side opposite to the right angle. In the first triangle, this is the hypotenuse. In the second triangle, this is the hypotenuse. Let's solve an exercise. We have a right triangle with legs of 5 centimeters and 12 centimeters. Can you find the hypotenuse? Using the Pythagorean theorem, c squared equals 5 squared plus 12 squared, which is 25 plus 144 equals 169. Taking the square root, c equals 13 centimeters. Here's a quick activity for you. Take paper and cut 3 squares, 5 centimeter by 5 centimeter, 12 centimeter by 12 centimeter, and 13 centimeter by 13 centimeter. Now cut the smaller squares into pieces and try to fit them inside the 13 centimeter square, just like we showed in the visual proof. Here's a challenge.